Hi friends, it's coloring book and coloring supplies haul time. I have not done a haul video in several months, give or take a few books here and there. And I have new books and supplies. The supplies are all purchased by me. A few books are from me. Most of them are from family and friends. So some were early Mother's Day presents, and some were from Valentine's Day that I forgot to review, and on and on. So I'm going to show you books first, then I'm going to get on to the supplies. I have some really neat stuff, pencil sets, some special paints and markers, and stuff I'm excited about. So my son bought me this one, and I'll admit I'm not a fan of it. I don't like this book. This is Enchanted Galaxies, coloring book for adults and teens. I'm just going to flip it. It's just a little too basic for me. And it's got a lot of random, quirky, fun stuff. So I might do a couple things in here, but not really my cup of tea. And some are pale and some are, you know, darker than others. But it's fun. There's a double. I don't get that. They're not all double, though. If you like space type stuff, you might like this book. I will link all these books below in the comment description if you'd like to go find them. If you're interested. Just show it down quickly. Here's a really nice one. Not nice, but like a decent Amazon book. I do like Southern Lotus. I love their Halloween books particularly. This is new by Southern Lotus, Spring Moments. And it is like an Amazon quality book, you know, like a Coco Wild Jade Summer Clam Book Cafe type book. Let me just skip to the beginning. And it has, this is a good book for beginners. Or for markers, because it has the black background. I do have to say that their Halloween books, all the Halloween books, and I have several videos of all the Southern Lotus Halloween books, are better quality than this one. I don't know why. This paper is almost thinner than all their other books, so I don't know what that's all about. But the pictures are cute. This book was a gift. I suspect the person who gave it to me didn't like it, and that's why, but that's okay, because we all have different preferences. But I do love spring and nature, so that's why I think my cousin gave it to me, which I am grateful for. But really good book for markers and for beginners, krill or super tips, that kind of thing. I did find out on Amazon, it's only like $6 or something, so I can link that below for y'all if you're interested. All right, let's look at a really neat one. This is affiliated with Netflix and Shondaland, the complete Bridgerton coloring book. I'll be honest, I've only seen season 1 of Bridgerton when it came out. I never watched season 2 or the prequel, Queen Catherine one. I don't know why. Now I forgot the whole first story, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I love this book though because I love like Pride and Prejudice and that kind of high class, kind of Down Abbey, like the upstairs and downstairs kind of life, you know. Like I just love these pictures. Thick paper, yes, double-sided. There's a gal that did some beautiful pictures in this book I saw on YouTube. What was her name? I don't know, but I was random, like I came across it and I loved it. It was in her like what I colored haul, but they were really pretty. This reminds me a lot of the Pride and Prejudice coloring book. But I really love the paper. It's like big square book and it's smooth to the touch and so thick and fun. Not a fan of food. That's the other one. I don't like coloring food. I am no good at coloring food. I just don't know why. Like the cat is trying to get in, scratching at the door. I don't like food. I don't know. I'd rather eat it than color it. Funny. And this is a very thick spine, so it's hard to get I hate cracking my spines until it's time to color the books. Isn't this a nice book though? I really like it. I still like the Outlander book more, but it is time for you to shine. All right. That rather seems to be society's flaw, not a woman's. Hey, that works for me. Or maybe it's the man's fault. It usually is. All right. Icky Duke. This is a brand new one by Colorit. Mine arrived damaged. I'm quite annoyed. I'm going to have to exchange it. This is their new Countryside. The Colorit books are cardstock, thick, spiral bound. I love them. That is the only book I've ever completed was a Colorit. And I'll have to see if I can find it and show you guys. And it was early on my coloring, so it's probably no good, but there's a lot of pretty pictures. Not that easy to get them in camera. Let's see if I can do the best I can. The train. How am I going to do this? These lots of details. And the pages are even sticking because the book got smashed. I don't know how this happened. It was in a box with other stuff. These books are like the worst for the camera. All right, literary lattes. Hello, sign me up, honey. I want to go there. Oh, so 2 pages here? Yes, there is. Okay, this is not happening. It's taking too long. So I'm going to flip back to front this way. Probably you can find someone to do a better flip through than me. This is just a quickie. I don't love as much as some of the others, but I do like some of the pictures, so I'll be happy to color in this book. Country, but I have to exchange it because mine got crushed. All right. Countryside, Colorful Cottages and Rural Retreats by Colorit. Next is one you've likely seen, which is new, Garden Gnomes by Teresa Goodridge. I love Teresa Goodridge, and you know, to be honest, I'm very surprised I didn't pick a Teresa Goodridge book for my life goal bucket list coloring video series I'm working on for you guys. Oh, I need to rethink that. If I do, it'll probably be a Christmas one. Darn it, I need to do that. I love this though, look. I love flowers and nature. Isn't it cute? Was there a Gnomes Christmas one? That one was cute too. Oh my God, I'm starving. You know the downside of staying up late is your dinner is worn off a bazillion years ago and you get starving, but it's bad to eat like right before you go to bed or late at night. And so it's like, I have a bad habit of staying up too late doing like videos and looking at my pictures. It's like 2 in the morning now. I think I eat around 6. Sometimes I eat a snack around 8:30, but then it's like, you know, you're starving. Like if you're up at 2, like 5-6 hours later. Oh dear. Nighttime eating. And then I rationalize, oh, well, I gotta eat snacks. I'm starving. I gotta stay up longer. Oh darn. Gotta work on my pictures some more. Light my snack. Let it digest for a little bit. I love this book. I might have to set this aside as a bucket list book. The garden is my happy place. Not sure. I think the coffee shop is my happy place. Only if the coffee shop is in a bookstore. Stress-free zone. That reminds me of Napa Valley. Oh my gosh, I love this book. I love Teresa Goodridge. She's brilliant. I'm so grateful to have her art in the world. All right. Next, you may have seen this. I had never seen this book by Darius Song. It's The Time Garden. I have never seen this book. I don't know why. Magical Journey and Coloring book. I'm going to go back to front because it's faster that way. But it's very whimsical. Thick white paper, lots of tooth, good for pencils. Very kind of fantasy, fairy tale-ish. There's quotes in there. I've seen some really pretty pictures of this book done. Amazing pictures that like make me aspire to them. I think this is like a girl that's going through like a dream or something. I don't know. Magical land. Oh, international magazine stand. Love this picture. Powell and Hyde San Fran. I've not been there since I was a kid. A zillion years ago. Because I'm almost half a century old in 10 more weeks. No. I'm in denial. I refuse to be old, baby. God, 50 sounds so old. It sounds way older than 49. It's just terrifying me. Oh my gosh. All right, Alexa, cancel. That's my reminder to go to bed, which I'm ignoring because I still have to do part 2 of this video. Actually, I'll probably pause it and continue the video tomorrow, but I have to go eat because I'm hungry. The Night Voyage is another one I had not done, also by Daria Song, which is hilarious because when I bought these 2 books, I had no clue they were the same artist. Like, it was a fluke. Like, I saw both these books on a gal's channel. I'm like, oh, I have to get these. And I did not realize until after it was the same lady, like the same artist. I'm going back to front again. This one too is like kind of like, yeah, the girl goes like through a dream sequence or something. I like this one better than the other one for sure. Wait until you guys see my bucket list of all the books I've just compiled and decided I'm going to complete and color in the next 8 years. I wanted to say lifetime, but I have to push it with the date because you never know how long you're going to be around, right? I chose the most gorgeous books from all my collection that I love, and I have all these criteria I wrote out of how I choose my books and showing them to you and explaining what I'm going to do. I've had a real fun time. I've been making, there's like a 3 or 4 part series I'm going to be releasing, showing you guys lots of fun books and my plans. Gosh, this one is close though to put in that. Oh, that would just intimidate the G side of me. I don't think I could do it. You've probably seen this book before. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with all of the art supplies. That is it for the books. Okay, let's get into the coloring supplies. I have 2 cute little test pages, some postcards, and whatnot. I'm going to test a few mediums on. First thing I want to show you is this gorgeous large box of uni colored pencils by Mitubishi, 100 colors. It's absolutely incredible. Ironically, I opened this as soon as I got it and already did a full test video, coloring video, box opening of it. I'm going to release that right after this one. So if you want to see these, go ahead. It's very heavy and it's absolutely gorgeous. Collector's case inside, and they are amazing pencils. Especially in the Amazon books, it blew my mind how much I liked them more in the Amazon books than in the Hannah Carlson paper, etc. So, and these are a professional artist pencil. I believe it was like $100 or so for the set, but they kind of function like a polychromos. Even though it says it's a wax, it doesn't. There's no crumble, no bloom, and they're really, really nice. So check that video out separately. I'll also link it below. So after you see this, go back to watch it. All right, so what I want to open now are a couple things I'm curious about, which are here. So here we have Sharpies, creative markers. These are Sharpies, no effect, no paint effect, no bleed. And everybody knows I love coloring with my Sharpies, especially on Etsy printables or like thick things like this, where I want a really deep, rich, solid color. but they bleed through on everything. And, you know, you can't use it in a lot of your coloring books if you care what's on the other side, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But since I have this bucket list of books I want to complete, I don't want the back sides ruined, I'm looking for more non-bleed mediums. So I thought I'd give these a try, and we are going to try them out. It says pops on light and dark surfaces. I don't have black paper to try it on, but I'll take their word for it. Let's just open this up. Everything you see in this video, I'm going to link in the more section and the detail section below. If you want to go find them on Amazon. I'm just going to take everything out of here because I'm actually in the process. I bought a bunch of pencil cases, one that has like 400 slots, which I'm going to put all my non-bleed mediums that are not pencils into. So I have a giant case full of things to choose from when I'm working on my bucket list coloring books of things that won't bleed through. So we'll see if this can make it. Here are the colors. So let's just see what happens. Now, I guess I should have actually had a book to try it in. But anyway, all my alcohol markers always bleed through these kind of things too anyway, so let's just see. Do I have any books nearby I could grab? No, I have the Deborah Muller printable. I was just trying out some old cheap markers to see if they're dried out, so we can try it on there. This is on my Nina paper, and you can see how the alcohol marker bled through here. All right, so let's just try one of these. I'm gonna get some green, and we're gonna try on one of these little leaves here. Can I zoom in? Let's see. And this came with a freebie with Clara Markova's books. I don't know why I couldn't remember her name. I'm shaking it. You can hear like that little ball roller in there. Oh, look at that. So I guess it's like an acrylic, more acrylic. Let's just see. Oh, you don't have to do anything. It comes right out. Oh, look at that. It's smooth and fluid. I like it. Why don't they have more colors? I hate it when like brands I love come out with something new and they only have like a dozen colors or something. Like I'm the kind of person that if I love a medium, I want as many colors as possible. So I always have to buy the full pencil sets. I can't buy like the 24 or the 74. I have to have like the 100 or 300 or 500 set because I feel like I'm getting gypped otherwise. I went over a little, but that's okay. That's pretty. Dry a little. Oops, I missed a few spots. I missed some spots. Oh, look at that. Nothing on the back side. You can probably go over these with pencil. Let's try a little bit here. And this is pretty thin, this one here. And I'm going to try it on Deborah Muller's printable. I don't have anywhere I can put this green. Let's see. I can do a little leaf here. I love Sharpies, just the regular permanent marker Sharpies, because they last forever. You can color smaller spaces and shapes and little things with them, and you just get the color on quick and it just pops. Is there another leaf? Something green? I guess I could do... Oh, there's gotta be something else I could do green here. Well, those wouldn't be right green. Oh, here's a leaf up here. I could do green. I should theoretically try a different color, but I want to test the three different papers with this. Ooh, look at that. I love it. No streaking, really juicy. All right, let's look at this one. Nothing here. Let me zoom back out, y'all can't see. Let's turn this over. Here's the green. Nothing there. Love it. What about, let's try a purple, something darker. One of these little roses, real quick. This is the Etsy printable. I think sometimes maybe these are more expensive or harder to make when these popular brands make a new product, so they don't have that many colors. But then I hope they realize it's popular and they buy more. Theoretically, I should use 2 colors on that because you won't see the lines. Let's do a pink and a purple. Look at the colors are just ready to go. Ooh, pretty, pretty. And then if you miss spots, you can go in and touch up. Ooh, and the lids are nice and tight, easy to go on and off. I like to wait till these dry, you know, and then go back in and touch up with pencil work. Really should have 3 colors, but I'm kind of blending. Let's try to do that on here. Do like a little flower in this pretty pink. It's got a little purple on the tip, but it was blending. Oh, I love them. I want more colors. Those are like 12 or 16. 1, 2, 12 colors. Well, these are going in my non-bleedable coloring mediums pencil case. Let's take a look on the back. Nothing whatsoever. Here's that center, can you see? Center rose right there. Turn it over. Let me go back out. All you see it's in the center right there. All you see is like the sleeve. You don't see it right there. Love it. All right. Those are a win, huh? Win-win. Sharpies. Non-bleedable. Non-bleeding. Whatever. Markers. Creative markers. And I will link these below. They were not expensive, so you can't go wrong, huh? All right. Next, let's see what I got. All right, next I have Papermate Flare. I love Papermate Flare. These ones are pretty. These were the Nature Escape scented, and these are felt tipped. I actually like to do these in my, I love the colors. I like to do them in my journals, my diary, my planning notebooks, and little things on coloring pages that I don't want to bleed through. I don't think these bleed through. Yeah, they're felt tip. Felt tip doesn't bleed. So let's give this a shot. Now you don't want to color any large spaces for sure with something like this. This is for little things or writing. Or like little flowers or shapes or little details. Okay. Ooh. Let's see, I want some pretty colors. Ooh, look at these. I'll take that one, this one, another green. Ooh. Let's try some out. These were not expensive either. Let's try a couple here and here. I don't think these ones will bleed, but we shall see. Okay. I'm going to use this green. Now it's going to be a little more dry, you know, than, but you can see the point. It's still kind of, it's not like a fine tip. It's probably more like the Faber-Castell tips. And with these ones, you have to just kind of pull up. Yeah, so they're a little drier, obviously. They're not moist and juicy like the paint pens. They're darker. This leaf might almost be too big of what you'd want to use something like this for, but give it a second to dry up there. Let's do a little bit of that over here as well. Just do one little side. Skinny areas or little tiny things. And we'll look at the backs in a minute. Let's do the purple on Deborah's. Maybe on a little rose. Now, like in the rose, you can see little areas, right? So you might do like one little area with one of these. And I just kind of squiggle it in. Squiggle it in if you don't want it to streak. Let's take a look. Ooh, this one's actually more of like a blue periwinkle. And then let's actually do this. It's not really pink, it's like a mauve or something. Oh, I just realized, yeah, it smells fruity. I didn't think about it, but yeah, that's scented. It smells a little fruity. Why do they want to make pens scented? I barely can't smell it though if it's not up to your nose, but there you go. That's really pretty. What color would I want there? Let's do this color again. I'm just going to do little squigglies. If you're trying to fill in a little bigger space, just kind of do like that so it doesn't streak. Wow, there we go. Let's look at the backs. You want to see one more color, like maybe a yellow. Here's a yellow. I'm going to put yellow on here. Let's go over to here and do a yellow. A little yellow leaf or something. Let's do a yellow leaf. They're very colorful. All right. Ooh, that was pretty. It's kind of like a mustard gold. All right, so here's that. Let me zoom out. Here's that. We're going to put my finger there, flip over. I don't see anything. Perfect. Here is this part. I did a green stripe there. Flip it. Don't see anything. Definitely does not bleed. And here's that little rose I did. And still you don't see any roses in this middle. Yay, so those are nice. You could also write, like, I'm actually going to send this postcard. Let's see if we could write something. How it looks if you write. Get like a blue one. Let's zoom in. Hello. Hello. Looks good to me. Very good. And I have a second pack of these in a different color palette. They're both brand new and I just released color palettes. So these are going to go in my non-bleedable mediums. Where is the other one? Don't know. Anyway, I'll link that below. Okay, next. Let's look at something else different. This is exciting. Here I have, you've heard of Calor colored pencils. They come in tins. The latest is like a 500. I think I have the 300. And there's all kinds. Now they have Calor 72 dual tip brush markers, water-based, non-bleedable, in their own case. I'm excited to try these out. They were not expensive at all. And we are going to take a look. I need, woo! What's this? Little stencils with shapes and letters. Palm trees, words, that's cool. Here's a swatch chart. I'm so bad about swatching. I have a notebook I do all my swatches in, but I don't usually use the charts, but I should. Let's use one today. So this opens like this. Wow. Let's give it a shot, huh? Since we're doing pink purple, let's take out a pink one. So it says Calor Bengal Rose. It has a name, number 19. Here's the tip. Long, it's long. Look at that. Long tip. I'm also going to try a red. Let's try a red and another green. Oh, maybe we want to blend, see if we can blend something. How about these two shades? All right. Let's take a look. First thing I'm going to do is find the matching. So this says 020, which is here. So let's do this. Ooh, really soft. I like that. You don't have to use your water brush with these. Unfortunately, I don't have one on me. This is Color Bengal. Oh, the other one. Okay, Bengal Roses. Oh, this one was called Light Purple. So Bengal Rose is the 019. Zero. Oh, these are dumbly not in order. Oh no, I was going left to right. It's up and down. Here we go. Ooh, pretty. Really liquidy. All right. Let's do this red. I'm not going to swatch them all, but red is 003. Looks more like a coral, actually. Yeah, it's a coral. Orangey coral color. Guess I can't be returning these now since I used their swatch, which I don't need to because I like them. And I knew I would. The dark green is 037 Emerald. 37 Emerald. This doesn't look really emerald. Well, looks like a forest green to me, but that's the point of swatching. And you can go over a second layer. It looks really nice. All right, so I swatched 4. You can see. Now let's try them out on this postcard. Let's try to let's just blend on a little flower. I really should have 3 colors for this, but oh, and it has a second end, which is a fine skinny point, which is good for little tiny things. All right, let's just ooh, look at that. It's really vibrant. Moving quick enough, you can blend. Woo! Not even using a water brush, and they're blending nice. Definitely not dry. They're all moist. Works great on this paper. Pull the dark up to the light a little if you want. I try not to go over it too many times because it's water-based. That looks nice. You could then add a little more, like you could take the dark, go along the side, blend it in a little more. Oh, I like it. I'm very surprised. You know, Calor pencils to me are pretty good. I've been doing a picture in Hannah Carlzon's Forest Kingdom book, double page spread with all my Calor pencils, and it's looking really nice. That looks pretty good, huh? Look at that. Wow. I'm very impressed. I'm impressed with myself. Let's try this Deborah paper. This is my Nina paper I use for all my printables. Let's do a little flower up here with the same two colors. I'll do a little bit of this. And then I'll fill it in with this one. Looks perfect. It's not pulling up the paper. Looks good to me. We can do it on a little. Looks good. Let's do it on this one. This is the thinner bright white paper. What can I do purple though? I'll do this. And then I'll do a little green. And when these kind of things dry, you can go over with pencil if you want. You don't have to. Shoot, I don't have my water brush on me, but I'm sure it'll work fine. You want to add a little water. I think it looks nice without it, honestly. It's really moist. I don't feel like you need it. And these kind of feel like the Tombow brush markers, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, let's do this little green. Did it bleed through? It did not. Look at that. Didn't bleed through. Let's do this dark green. And that's a lot of ink. I'm surprised. Let's do this dark green little leaf. These are a win for Shua. It looks nice. Did I do the, let's do a little green on this one, on the other side of this. We did the flare on the other side. Yeah, no Indova, that's okay. They're all gonna be green anyway. Let's look at this. So this is a cream color. So yeah, the flare was on the left. That's the color on the right of this leaf. That's that gorgeous one I blended. Nothing on the back whatsoever. And that is not ink, that's something else. Here's the green, did not bleed. Let me go zoom out so y'all can see, didn't bleed. The green on here. And on this one, it's right here. Nope, because that's the alcohol marker right there. So yeah, it did not bleed. Look at that. Wow. Likey. Wanna try one more color? Wow, these were inexpensive. Were they like, I don't remember. They might have been like in the $30 range or something. I don't know, but they can't complain because I like good quality, inexpensive stuff. I'm not gonna complain. All right, let's try a blue. I'm gonna try blue. Here's some blues. This is 049 blue. 049. We can swatch. I like to go over twice, you get more of a solid color. That's what I'm liking about these, is a second layer really goes over nicely, looks solid. And then we've got Sky Blue 050. Betting you could make some nice effects with these. I'm gonna have to just swatch this whole thing. Not much of a swatcher though. Those are pretty. Pretty. How would it look on? I don't really have anywhere I could do blue. I could do a little blue on the butterfly. How about that on the butterfly? Let's do a little blue here. Wow, I like it a lot. It's really, really juicy. Like, I'm not seeing any streaking either. Now, I've kind of learned how to not... There are some cheap water-based ones that will streak no matter what you do, but I've kind of learned how to, like, move my hand so that doesn't happen. This other blue, let's do... Look, isn't that pretty? Let's do the other blue. Now, this butterfly. And I'll move on now. I have a little pencil set to show y'all's. A pastel set next. That was fun testing these. Okay, you guys, these are a win-win. Win across the board. So I'll link these below too. These are the Color 72 set of dual brush markers. Next, I have Arteza's Classic Pastel Colored Pencils. 50 pieces. Arteza's Classic Colored Pencil, 50 pieces of pastels. We shall look at now. I have some scissors to attempt to open these. I don't want to scratch it. Come on. Yeah. Open this up. Ooh. Triangular. Oh, triangular shaped. I didn't know. Woo! Like that. Oh, it's not gonna roll. Hell. Well, I know I'm gonna keep them, so I'll just rip the thing open. I'm gonna put them in a pencil case. I don't care about the box anyway. So it's gonna need a pencil case, which I'm confused. What on earth? Oh hell! The outside box is the pencil case. I thought like there was gonna be like a thing inside. Okay, well, I'm confused. Oh, I hate that. Well, you definitely need a pencil case for these. Now that I destroyed mine. No big whoop. I know one of these, so I'm gonna be getting my little, for these all of my other Arteza pencils. Okay. So I'm gonna need an Amazon paper book to test this on. I have Mermaids from Around the World, where I was testing those uni pencils I showed you at the beginning in a separate video. These colors are really pretty. Let's do a couple shades. I don't have my sharpener here, but these look kind of, oh yeah, they are triangular shape. Look at that. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it's like they feel round, but when you feel it, it's not. It's like that sort of octagon-y shape. I got 3 pinks. I'm going to try this first on here. I don't have my sharpener, but these look like they're somewhat sharp. Do they have color numbers? A4, no names, but they have numbers, so that's good. Darn it, I need my sharpener. That's all right. Let's just, now this is pretty thick cardstock. It may not be the best for pencils. My cat is whining. Hey, buddy. Oh, they're pretty smooth. They're smooth. I don't use a lot of this particular paper, so I just want to do this one as a quick experiment. Number 2 color. I'm doing a medium pressure right now. The real test will be how it looks in the coloring book. What's the matter, buddy? I'm busy right now. The cat wants food. All right. I'm going back over. This baby pink and blending all the way over. I'll get this dark one again, see if I can give it some more dark. It's still taking more color. And there's a cat now by my back. So I did kind of a harder color, get that medium pink. So these go on fine. I'm using a heavier pressure, but they're not like hard as a rock, like a Holbein or anything, but they're not as soft as a Prismacolor. They're kind of they're like buttery, if that makes sense. And there's no crumble. Buttery. All right. So it works fine on here. I just need, oh, looks nice. Looks nice and fluffy. That works fine. Let's get this book here and try it in a coloring book, which is what really matters. There's a terrible picture I did a while back, which I did not like at all. What's big enough pink? How about it's something pink, 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 pink fish, pink. This isn't really like a pink book. I guess I could do a little of her top pink. This is Russia. Why not? These are Mermaids Around the World by Deborah Muller. It's Mermaid Month next month, coming up here in a few days. So unfortunately, her books are currently not available, only on PDF. I'm not on Amazon, but they should be again soon. Okay, so we're going nice and soft. Remember, these are pastel, so you don't want it popping dark. Ooh, yeah. It's taking the color a lot better than that other one. I'm barely touching it. Let's get that medium color. Same thing that happened when I did the uni pencils. I did a couple other book, I think it was another book in paper, and then I went to this one, and it was like, surprisingly, the Amazon paper took the pencil color better. Oh, this is nice. I'm not seeing a single crumble. I don't see any bloom, but it's not, they kind of feel like the Derwent Color Soft pencils. They're not hard, but they're not like crumbly. Maybe maybe a little bit more like my Sioux Color pencils. I love my Sioux Color pencils. I'm keeping the light for now. Let's do this lighter pink here. Yeah, and you know, I generally don't care if my pencils are round or square or triangle or whatever. I don't like the mega giant pencils because they're awkward to hold, but I can't even feel the difference. But then it doesn't roll on my desk, which is nice. This has more peach tones in it, this one. Just trying to blend it in a little. I'm going to take this dark pink back to the top. See if oh yeah, there's still plenty of tooth to fill in here. Look at that. Still taking more color. It's doing layers. Arteza pencils overall are pretty good, you know. They function on most papers, except the really shiny, slippery ones. They're a good in-between pencil. Between an oil and a full oil and full wax like feel. And I don't really know what they're actually made of, but I know that I go by what they feel like and the effect more than what they're made of. That's irrelevant to me. So we're doing a second layer of all the colors, so we're getting it darker, as you can see. You could also leave the effect very light, as I did with the first layer, if you want that sort of feather dusted, fluffy, pale look. I'm just darkening things here. These may not be the best color combos here, but I'll be honest. I have never swatched a pencil. Any of my pencils, I've never swatched them. I only swatch like my alcohol markers. Because usually I feel like pencil barrel colors are pretty accurate. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too lazy to do it. This is a little dull. I did set on my sharpener. This one is a little dull. But overall, looking good to me. You could even take this medium pink and blend it up with the original pink because it's more like a lavender, honestly. You can see I'm just getting darker and darker. I know, Leo. Here we go. Yeah, it works great on the Amazon paper. I kind of got a little tie-dye effect here, which wasn't originally my plan, but it's all working out. How does it look through the camera lens? I gotta stand up and see. Oh, it looks good to me. Just a little right there. Yeah, they're nice and soft. Let's try a different color. How about we do a little blues and purple. Purple and blue. Purple, blue. I like them. Let's try a few more. Let's just do some down here. Ugh, they're so flat, they're blunt, like, because they're not sharpened. That can, if it's not sharpened appropriately, or it can look a little more scratchier, but whatever. I'll just do like 2 different ones here. I'll do a little blending with pencils. Then I'll try some blue. I'm just doing it in little circles to fill it in here. So you can just leave it at the first layer, which is what I'm going to do. Just make it a little more bold right there. Looks good to me. Let's do this pretty blue. This is like a periwinkle or something. I'm going to do that in between. I'm just going to do all this blue. Yeah, these are a winner. You know, I can't see how they compare. I like them better than my Brute Printer macarons. There's more colors and a couple extra colors and that are different than what I have in there. I think it looks nice. Pretty. Now what if I do it really hard? I'm just gonna do a real hard color. I have a mermaid I did with my uni pencils in that other video, so keep an eye out for that. When you do super hard, you get a teeny bit of crumbs right there. I have a makeup brush that I use just to brush things off. You don't want to generally use your finger. Yeah, I think it looks fine. Oh, slide off. I think it looks fine. Almost has a glisten to it. See that? They glisten a little. Ooh. Pretty for a mermaid tail. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep working on this picture now that I have these out. I love it. That's the Arteza set. So I have a few more small mediums I want to show you guys. Is this video getting too long? Who cares? All right. All right, next I have a few things I've never tried before. This is Soho's Artist Metallic Watercolor Pan Set. And I've seen these demoed in a couple of coloring books and they look amazing. I don't even like regular paints or watercolors, especially if you go light on the water. They're great for backgrounds. I've seen some brilliant like backgrounds in the mythographic books with these. So I'm very excited to try them. I don't have any experience really with watercolor. With brushes, only like watercolor pencils. These were inexpensive. So look at those gorgeous colors though. So I'll link that below if you want to try those, if you like watercolor. I did get some Winsor & Newton ink, white Blanc. And I've seen so many people along with their Posca pens use little tipped brushes in this white ink for snow effects and snowflakes and any white details. And it doesn't cake up like the Posca pens do. So I'm excited to try this and use this on my pages because I love my Posca white pens, but they clog up, they gunk up, they come out too fast. So that kind of thing happens. All right. I did purchase some Calor colorless blender pencils because I did get the Calor 300 tin and I've been doing a lot of pictures with that. So I'm going to put that into my pencil case with that as well. And it kind of shows the before and after looks. So blender layer and soften edges of colored pencils. So that's what that is for. I purchased 2 black Papermate flares, like the Papermates, the flares I showed you, but these are black. These are perfect for eyelashes because you want a very fine black pen to go over eyebrows on pictures like the Deborah Muller ones, thin eyelashes, the little nose holes, little dots on flowers, that kind of thing. I use these more than anything. I probably buy a new one every 3 months, and I definitely use them all. So that's for, I use that more than anything. I also have my absolute favorite and necessary Art and Fly 3 brush tip alcohol blenders. I buy these like every 4 to 6 months because I love my Copics, my Winsor Newtons, my Prismacolor markers, my Blick markers, my Shinhan markers, my Master Touch markers. I love my alcohol markers, and these work with every brand of alcohol marker I've used. They're amazing for blending, especially when you use like 3 different colors, dark, medium, and light on a flower. And then the light areas, you go over the blender, it looks like pale white spots or dewdrops. And I just like that soft effect it gets. And these are inexpensive and I use it for everything. So I really recommend these if you do any kind of blending with alcohol pens or markers or anything of that nature. Lastly, I had to get another pack of soft covers for my pen pastel, you know, like the blue sticks that you slide these onto for all of your pan pastels for backgrounds, because over time they do get dark and stained and you can wash and wash and you just can't get, like if you do a black and a dark green, like it'll stay dark, you know, it's hard to get it all out. And over time you need to get new ones. And this has all the different shapes. So you have the points, you can get into narrow areas. You can, this is what I use for the most part. But I use these a whole lot for my backgrounds with the blue stick and just kind of rub them on. And it's so easy to do backgrounds with these. I absolutely recommend it. I did get, I'm excited to do this. This is Daniel Smith's Transparent Watercolor Ground. So I have learned and seen tricks on how to use this that are going to transform my coloring pages. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I'm going to do a separate video about this when I try it out here shortly. And then you'll know. So keep an eye out for that. But it has to do with making your bleedable mediums non-bleedable. So I'm very interested in what's going to happen with that. So that is it. Well, no, I lied. I have new pencil cases. Hold on. Rewind. Actually, no, I have new paper too. God, I spent way too much money this month. Okay, I did buy Spectrum Noir 20 sheets, ultra smooth premium white cardstock, recommended for use with Spectrum Noir alcohol-based markers, 100 brightness, 100 cover weight. I've never tried this. I also got a refill of my favorite that I always use, my Express blending card specifically used for alcohol markers, which I've done amazing, gorgeous, all kinds of pages on. You guys have probably seen in my What I Colored videos. I've never used a different one. Now, The Spectrum Noir is not quite as white. You can see. This is amazing for blending because the ink for alcohol markers, especially if you're using alcohol markers and this, the ink doesn't dry right away because it's like shiny and perfect. Like it gives you time to blend while you switch colors and stuff before it dries. And it doesn't tear up the paper or anything. Laser and inkjet compatible. I have an HP basic old inkjet printer. But what is the 25 sheets, 20 sheets, 100 brightness, 8.5. They're both 8.5 by 11. What is the brightness on this one? Obviously it's brighter. So I'm going to use this for my next batch, and we're going to compare, because I've always used this one or my Nina paper, which I showed you for that Deborah printable. I've never used this, so we'll see what happens. But I like to try new papers. My pencil cases I got include this adorable little bumblebee one, which I might have to put these Artezas in. It's super cute. This makes me happy. I believe it's like 200. It's a lot, but it's small. And it's got like the 4 different layers, you know, you unzip. So I'll link this below if you like bumblebees. You might want to check out if they have any more, or they might have some other patterns, but I love this one. They did have other patterns as I recall. I think it was 200 for this one, maybe 250. Isn't that happy? And then I got this one, which is 300 apparently, but it doesn't look very big, so I'm skeptical. I thought it was beautiful. It's navy with Hawaiian flowers with these gray leaves. It's got an exterior pocket, a slip pocket here. You can put in like your cell phone or your swatch pages, which actually is what I would use it for, putting my swatch cards here, since I am going to start swatching my pencils. And I believe it's 300 pencils or 200 gel pens is what it said, as I recall. But actually, because you put 2. Actually, let me see. I have some pencils here. Let's try these out. Or can you put 3? 1. These are the 2. These are fat pencils. These are the unis that I was using last night. So yeah, 2 each for pencils. So yeah, I'll link these cases below if you like them. And they did have different patterns, but I like exterior pockets because you can put all the goodies in, and of course it has a cute little handle. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. Check out my links and the info. If you find some good you want, dive on in. See you soon.